What up, what up, what up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns, back at you with another one. We got a comparison video for you. We're going to get into. Let's get that housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We are in a safe and controlled environment. We're not selling any firearms, nor are we selling any accessories. We're not promoting the sale of any firearms, nor are we promoting the sale of any accessories. This is strictly a product review of my own personal equipment. All right. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the content, hopefully you hit that subscribe button and come back and see us. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate the support. Appreciate you being along for the ride, and we're going to keep this journey going. So let's get into it. So this video here was kind of prompted by viewer comments. So I get a lot of questions about which one is the best shooter. A lot of people might be buying these for their first gun, getting into the 2011 scenes, and some of the main characters: Romulus, Alpha Foxtrot Romulus, MAC9 DS, and also the Match X, which I don't have the Match X here. That is at the doctor, so that'll be back soon. It's getting the final upgrades, going into its final iteration. That bad boy's going to be pretty hot, so definitely stay tuned for that. When it comes back, it's going to come back with a vengeance. So it's going to be a nice list. So the two that I had to compare is the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus. Let me go ahead and clear it. Mag is empty. Weapon is empty. Safe direction, and we'll put that mag back in for aesthetics. So this here is the first iteration of the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus. This is the one with the polished DLC coating. And this bad boy comes comped from the factory. This original version had the 3 small comps up front, and that was it as far as enhancements. I added the V10 porting on there, and I opened that comp up a little bit. So we opened those holes up. The current models out there, the Gen 2, they opened that comp up quite a bit, gave it a little different style coming down both sides. So that obviously was something that's needed. That was a frequent talking point, that it needs to breathe a little bit more. So I didn't go all the way open. I just wanted to open it a little bit because I knew the ports would do a lot of work as well. So that's where we are here. Did finally change it, put the Icarus grip on here. So that's Icarus Precision. That's their 2011 grip. So that's the aluminum grip there. This is the factory magwell. Just kind of polished it up a little bit to give it a little more pop. And this here is the Red Dirt F5 trigger. And inside of there, we've got the EGW ignition kit. So this is the one that we're running from Alpha Foxtrot. And then on this side, we got our MAC9 DS. And this bad boy is empty. Nothing in there. Safe direction. So put that mag back in for aesthetic. So on this one here, as far as workup, we took those holes there. We did port this bad boy. It comes comped from the factory with that chunk port. We put the Damascus style coating on here. You give that bad boy a little style. We did take the black off the barrel, give it that stainless look. And then I did kind of a rough polishing on the hardware. So this is all factory stuff that came on here. I just did a little polishing to it just to give it a little pop. And then same thing with the trigger. I like that long F5 trigger. That's the Red Dirt setup. And internal, we've got the EGW internals. So that's what we did here. And this bad boy here, out of the box, I'd say you could easily say this is the nicer shooter out of the box. This bad boy's got the weight. It's that chunk port, which the chunk ports are extremely effective. So this bad boy shoots nice out the box before you do anything to it. And this is a favorite among the budget 2011s that hit the market this year. So this is not a bad choice if you're into the market. If you're getting in the market, if you're looking for your first one, you will not be disappointed with this one here. So out of the box, the MAC9 would have been your champ. But with these enhancements, with that V10 on this Romulus, this bad boy is silky smooth. It is silky smooth. This again, too, is all steel firearm. So which one shoots the softest? It's really a difference. We're going to run these bad boys, and I'll let you see. I'll give you my opinion, but you can form your opinion as you watch it. You'll notice when we're shooting this bad boy that we are running it with the Judge XL on there. I have since taken that off and went to a smaller dot. This is one of the Vatatu dots. So here's the original version, RMSC cut. I haven't changed that. So this is an RMSC cut, but this is a pretty decent dot. I like that. The big window, it's good in most cases, but I was starting to not feel it. You know, uh, it's a lot of space. If you're shooting still, quick on target, then yeah, that's fine. But internal, like I'm shooting in the range, it was not working for me. So I switched to this, and I like this better. So we're going to run this. You'll see the footage with the Judge XL. What we're going to do initially, let's jump out to the range. We just ran an initial round through each one, just some slow and steady footage like I normally do. Did some dialing in on the MAC9 to get that bad boy dialed in. We were a little bit off on there. And so let's check that out, and we'll bounce back in, and we'll get it going. So, Romulus, Alpha Foxtrot, that smooth beast, and we got that MAC9. So, both well comped and ported, more mildly comped, but and ported. So, seems to be a running debate on which one of these bad boys is the softer platform. So, a lot of people favor the MAC9. I think the Romulus, the way this one is equipped, is a softer shooter. So let's run some rounds through this bad boy. We're gonna go to that top target, to that right target, and let's go all the way far right corner. And we'll rock with that. Okay, it should be in frame. Oh, there's the dot. Let's go. Low. Still might have some trigger issues we need to address with that. But still kind of got a mind of his own. Let's run this MAC9. Romulus, minimal recoil. So we'll drop to that bottom right target, bottom right corner, the little one. And dot is on. Let's see here. We go dead center and see where we're hitting. Okay, I think we're hitting dead on. I just need to. Where is it? Okay. I don't like where that's hidden, so I want to bring it up. I'm having to aim at the bottom window. That bad boy is pretty flat too. I don't think there's much space between these two as far as felt recoil. Bring this up a bit. Let's try that. We were hitting just slightly low from where I want to aim. Yeah, so right here is where I want the dot in the window. Another mag in there. Let's go back dead center so I can see where I'm hitting. Matter of fact, I'm going to use that empty black space in the top above dead center to see where I'm hitting. That's a little high. I think I took it a little too high.
Do you guys have a tool to adjust the iron sight?
sides. The front part. Yeah, the front side. Okay. I don't think we're on. It's just a little left. I think that's it. Let's go dead center. I like that. That's a tough call. Both of these bad boys are extremely flat shooters. All right. So as you can see, slow and steady. These bad boys run extremely close, especially the way they're done up. The MAC9 seems to be a little bit flatter, a bit of a shooter to the naked eye, but to the feel, it's not a big difference. It is not a big difference. So if you know you're going to be dressing that bad boy up, obviously in this case with the Romulus, out of pocket, you're starting at a higher price point here with the Romulus than you are with the MAC9. So most people, when they're comparing them, they're usually comparing like the MAC9 and the Match X because they're right there in the same price point. Another one is the GLFA, the Synergy is right in that price point, but that is giving you no enhancement out the box. That's it's got the windows, but it's not ported or it's comp. It's a great platform because it has the same DNA as this Romulus as far as the base. It's an ideal platform to work up to your preference, but out of the box, you don't have any aids as far as controlling that recoil other than yourself. It's a heavy firearm. It's all steel, so you got the weight there. But these bad boys here, you're coming out the box. This chunk port is doing its thing. So that was the initial run. We're kind of dialed in. So next out, we're going to take this bad boy a little more slow and steady because I didn't like the way we were landing on the target. But we did speed it up a little bit and hit it with a little double tap. And double tap was, you saw with the Romulus, this bad boy, the trigger on it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and address that now. I softened the trigger up on this bad boy, and when I was checking the weight on it, where I was hitting it at with the gauge, it was telling me that it was a little heavier than it was, but in actuality, this bad boy was just barely over a pound. So that's why we were getting a little bit of unintended self-induced double tap there. So I had to go ahead and put some more weight on this bad boy. So let's check out, see where we are now. So that's 2.6. We'll do at least 3. See where it's hidden. So 2.6 again. That's consistent. It's actually a little bit lower than that. It's just depending on where you hit it with that gauge. Catch it down low. Yeah, actually 2.6. So that's a comfortable place to be with this bad boy. That way you don't have to worry about any of that hammer follow. And it's much more predictable when you're running it. And you still got a nice solid reset. So that's your trigger. A little take up on the wall. And it breaks. And then your reset is right back. Barely moving. And you're right back on it. So that's where we are there. That's more of an appropriate trigger for this. And that's how we're going to leave it. And that's close to where the other ones might be, like the MAC9. I think the MAC9 is probably down there as well. Let's see. Let our gauge 0. There we go. So let's see where this bad boy is hidden. A little bit higher. again. Just that to hit it one more time. Let's take it up a little higher on the shoe. Yeah, so that's where we are. Very close. And that's a nice trigger. That's a comfortable place to be. This one here, you're looking at about the same take up. A little bit of take up. And let's look at the reset. Nice positive reset. So trigger is good. That's a comfortable place to be, especially for a range item. That's not something that you want to have if you're carrying, but for a range item, that's solid. So we went back out there, ran these bad boys, put a little speed to them. Not a lot. So this is the back end of the footage. So let's go back out there, take a look at them. You see the double taps. It gets a little loose. One thing about these targets that I'm using, those boxes, those small boxes are pretty small. So if you're in the vicinity, you're doing good. But shoot stagnant in the range, you should be able to stay dialed into that bad boy. And that was one of the other reasons that I went back to the smaller dot, because when it's dialed in, you should be all over that red. It should be center point. It shouldn't be moving around. I did realize when I got back that XL, that dot was a little loose on here. And that was part of the reason why we were kind of moving around a little bit on the target with this here. So that's no longer. So I might go back to that on something else. It's a big window, like I say, but it was rubbing me the wrong way, so it had to go. So let's jump back out there, check out this last bit of footage, then we'll come back in and wrap up. Let's see what we got for mags. We got 2 full mags. We're gonna run 10 full and steady. Then we're gonna dump it out on each one. So let's start with the Romulus. So target on the right, but that bottom left corner. Yeah. Trigger's a little unpredictable. I'm about to fix that. Definitely gonna have to fix that. Still just a slight bit too light. MAC9, same right target. We're gonna go to that upper left. It's easy to get happy with these bad boys when you're running them and lose focus on aiming. Focus more on just shooting. Let's go dead center. That thing runs. Can't argue that the MAC9 is a sweet shooter. I think the Romulus needs to get that trigger right, because I am not comfortable with that unpredictability. Thought I'd added enough weight back into it. I need to add a little bit more so that bad boy is only going Pop off this mag and we're going to run that Romulus again, and then we'll wrap up. This is mainly just for me to feel that trigger a little bit more. See what it's doing. So, yeah. All right. So, no accuracy. We're just kind of playing with this trigger. That bad boy is super soft. Still get a little runaway there. So we're going to add some more weight back into that so that bad boy is a little more predictable. But nice, definitely nice. I'm going to wrap it right there, and I'll see you on the other side. All right. So that's our last running. So you can kind of gauge from that you're not looking at enough of a difference for it to be a difference. And that's with both of these bad boys being aided as they are with your V10 here, plus that enhanced comp there that we've opened up. And you've got the ports here, which these ports are working with these factory windows a little more horizontal. This here, but they're effective. It works. I mean, that with the chunk port, this bad boy is effective. It runs flat and it runs nice. So with these two, it's preference. It's preference. They shoot very similar. I'm content with both of them. This was done by Aquila Arsenal, Lawrence, my man down in Virginia. So you can check him out. He put that pattern on there. He did the porting on this bad boy. He took that black off the barrel to give me that stainless look. So that's where this got done up. And this here, the Romulus, was done by Trent, TDS Gunworks in Wyoming, who's done quite a bit of the pieces that I have. So this is his work. So either one is a good shop. I do a lot of business with Trent, but Lawrence did this and he did my Synergy. And we're probably going to do, once I pick up Shadow 2, have him do the package that he does on the shadows. But yeah, you know, if you're getting stuff done, shop around. Word of mouth is good. There's a lot of people out there doing a lot of good work. Some people have specialists in what they do. Some people can do it all, you know. So, but some people have limits in what they offer. So you just got to shop around, see what you're looking for, see what works for you, and that'll kind of determine where you want to get your work done. It's not necessarily a sacrifice on quality. You just can't get everything everywhere. So you got to know who does what. Everybody's got their specialty, and it's a lot of people out there that's doing some good work. So that's where we are. So I'm not going to hold you. We've got some things coming up. Got some pieces with Trent now. That's getting close to being done. We'll be back. So that's why you're seeing limited inventory. We got the Synergy that's down. Got some pieces getting coated. MAC9s getting revamped. I've got some Striker Fire pieces over there that's getting ported. My DH3, my X5, the 320 X5, and even my X10. So we're putting some holes in that bad boy. So when that stuff comes back, that's going to be some good content. And I've got another piece that I'm spinning off of the Match X. So the Match X, we're going with a different grip on that bad boy. So the grip that's on there is going to remain intact. So I picked up another slide for that grip. So we're going to take that and make it a unit. So we're going to do a little something with that. So it's some good stuff coming up. So stay tuned. Definitely keep an eye out. That stuff should be coming to fruition sometime here soon. And yeah, we're going to finish the year with a bang. So I'm not going to hold you. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your preference is as far as these bad boys. If you have a preference, let me know which one you think shoots the flattest, or if you think they're pretty much tit for tat. So check me out on other platforms at Bust Them Guns on Instagram, Facebook, as well as Rumble. Until next time, holla.